Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. He'll wind up getting a yard. On the game's first play, it's 2nd down.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. A 1st down carry for Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. They can't corral him. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Show that bench release and go. Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7. Watch 7. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
It's our field. It's our field.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 20-yard line.
Set. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You can't block me.
Now it's Smith running right. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready? Henry. 98 for Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
On 1st down, it's Moss. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dante Pettis, 81 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over the 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Moss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Shift. Check safety, check safety.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Moss, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Hustle.
2nd and 11. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Dashing through the snow. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Go ahead, 85.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double.
Right Monday down. Check. That's it.
Carr going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
First down, Bills.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Switch. Go Chief.
To throw, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bud Dupree, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Carr. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flare up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bills first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Roethlisberger, and they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
On for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Stephon Tuitt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Going deep for Diggs. They got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Ready 9. Watch 98, watch 98.
Hey, Alpha.
You can't block me.
Shotgun now for Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Here we go, here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for the Bills. And even 50 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check, check. Pressure. Your mic. Pressure.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Bills 23, Steelers 9. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 83 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Check 55 somebody.
Here we go.
From the gun now on third down, Carr escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down. 188. 98 somebody. Hey, I'm coming.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Wade. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You ain't doing nothing.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
At the 7-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wade. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick, but to be able to catch it.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there, 21 yards. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Right down. Blue 80. Here we go. Tie that left. You got 3 down. Wide. Boost right, Chief. Kill.
On 1st down, Moss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, we're good. 185. We're good.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
180. Check 55. Express. 93.
Now Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw, Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So
and he's going to go down, but a penalty marker 2, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. 39 yards there, a big one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play in football.
Bot And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Bills, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.